everybody, I'm here. Hope you're doing well. I got some important information for you about SNAP benefits that is going to start happening on Monday, September 1st, 2025. So, we've known for a while that starting in September, if you receive SNAP benefits and you are between the ages of 18 and 54 with no kids at home, you're gonna not have to work at least 20 hours a week or 80 hours a month to qualify to continue receiving those benefits. That's not gonna change. What I want to talk about is some additional things that we've learned since then and some details that you need to know that are really, really important. So, first of all, I just want to say this is a lot of information. It's very detailed, so please take your time to go through it. Save this video so you can always refer back to it. And if you have any questions, I'll try to answer them in the comments. But if I don't know the answer to your question, I will do my best to find it and get back to you. Okay, so let's jump right into it. Now I'm pulling this information from two sources. I have the direct link to the document that I got this information from in the description below. So if you want to read the whole thing, you can check it out there. Also, I did a search for news articles about this, and I found this article, which was very, very thorough, and it went into more detail about some of the things that are in this document. So again, both of those are in the description. Okay, so here are some things you need to know. First of all, if you live in a household with someone under the age of 18, you do not fall under these new rules. Okay, so that's one thing. No, two. If you are unable to work because of a physical or mental health condition, you may be exempt from these work requirements. They also say that people who are pregnant, caring for someone who is ill or disabled, receiving unemployment benefits, or have applied for them, or those who are impacted by domestic violence may also be exempt. Okay, so those are some exemptions to being able to work. Again, the article that I linked down below goes into a little bit more detail on that. Now, here's something else that we learned. The document that I read said that states may start to update their systems and begin implementing these new rules in October. However, some states may not be ready to make changes to their programs until next year. So basically what this means is that if you are currently receiving SNAP benefits and you are between the ages of 18 and 54 with no kids at home starting on September 1st, you need to make sure that you're either working at least 20 hours a week or 80 hours a month, or you need to make sure that you qualify for one of those exemptions that I just mentioned. And then you're gonna have to report that you are still meeting the requirements to stay on SNAP. Now, here's where it gets kind of tricky. Some states don't yet have information on how exactly they will apply these changes. So that means that some of you out there may not see a change when you renew in October. You may have to wait until November, December, January, February to actually see the change happen. But you need to keep in mind that this is coming. So if you are in that situation, you need to start thinking about how you're going to meet these work requirements or qualify for one of those exemptions. And if you don't, then you may need to start thinking about other resources that you can use to help you find a job or get some education or training. Now, the other thing that I want to mention is that states are under pressure to prevent improper payments and comply with federal rules. So they're really cracking down on this, and states must track eligibility carefully. The article that I linked down below says that failure to comply could mean reduced federal funding and states would be required to repay overpaid benefits. So they are going to be watching this very closely. So I guess my advice to all of you is to make sure that if you are receiving SNAP benefits, that you keep your contact information up to date with DHS and the U.S. Postal Service. Make sure that if you move or your phone number changes or anything like that, that you let DHS know right away. And also make sure that you understand these new rules and what is expected of you. Alright, so that's it. That's the information I have for you today. Again, everything is linked in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.